Alright guys, just jumping straight into it. Today we're going to be reviewing the does not compute a hard hitting, slow firing scout rifle. And we're going to be seeing if it's worth keeping or just deleted. Alright guys, I decided to take the gun into PvP at first and then I'm going to test PvE. But for right now we're going to test PvP and see how it stacks up against other guns. I see this weapon as more as a support or a flanking type weapon because you won't be running and gunning with this weapon because of the slow rate of fire. It does hit like a truck, but you don't want to go in engagements that get too close to submachine guns or even auto rifles. Even a pulse rifle can probably take this out. You want to stay in your distance and just pick people away, and from like that you'll be hitting 53 at the head with a crit, and at a body shot you'll be doing 37 damage, which means if you hit 5 crits, you'll be killing your opponent, and about 7 bodies, you'll be killing your opponent. Now, if you aim for all crits, which is not hard since the slow rate of fire, you can actually land it. Here you can see me kind of missing it, but I was just trying to strafe. But if you was to, I ain't gonna say stand still, but if you was just to strafe and take your time, I wasn't really taking my time. I seen more than one opponent. You can actually land headshots very, very easily with this gun. And since the gun is very slow rate of firing, I do recommend having something like the Last Dance or the Last Hope as a secondary for something that's close and personal. You can use Uriel's Gift or something like that, but I usually use those for mid to long range engagements, and that's what the does not compute would be there for. Now basically you want to stay in a situation or an area like around like this. You want to be very, very far. I think around there it'd be like zone B. This weapon is very good for domination. Pretty much you want to be the support of the team. You want to follow your teammate, which pretty much what everybody does. You want to follow your teammate, and you want to make sure you want to have the back. You want to have the back with this weapon. You can stay in the distance while they go for the zones or anything, and you can just kill them. I actually got killed by Uriel's Gift. This is exactly what I was talking about the mid-range to long range. Uriel's Gift does an amazing job at that, which is why I don't recommend having it for short range or up close and personal. Now this is how you actually want to play with this gun. You want to just stay in the distance, scout out the area, and support the team. You want to just support the team. Nobody want to get hit with this weapon. Definitely at low health, they will die. They will die, and they know it. I personally got shot by this weapon, and I actually knew just by looking at my health bar what I got shot with. It was either this or that Iron Banner gun. I forgot what it's called. I actually have the gun. I might just do a review and see how it stacks up against the does not compute, and see, you know, give it a little versus and see which one is better. Here you can see me going to domination point. Like I said, this is very good for domination and just waiting for them to capture the flag. You know they're there. You gotta know how many over there. You don't want to go against the whole team. You want to go against like 1 or 2 at most. At most. You're not going to kill the whole team with this weapon. You're going to barely kill 2 with this weapon. Here you can see me being a big hypocrite. I actually was running Uriel's Gift, but I didn't have my Last Hope on me, so I just decided to use this. Enemies just took C. We are at A, and we claiming A, and we know they're coming to A. This is perfect for that weapon too. Just holding down your point. You know they're coming. Bam, you can see him coming. There I am supporting the teammate with the weapon and just getting as much damage off as I can. With this gun, you want to hold down certain areas. You want to hold down long range points and mid range points. Definitely something like this. Even this, I think there's zone B right there when it's domination, which is another good zone. Here's a perfect other example. A wide open space. Here you can see zone C is being captured, and just like that, bam, controlling the zones just like that. You can see where the enemy's coming, and you'll be ready and prepared. Moving on to PvE, this gun feels like a hand cannon with so much range. That's how much damage it does to enemies. You're gonna one shot a lot of low tier enemies. For a lot of high tier enemies, it's gonna take, you know, more than one shot, but it really won't feel as many as it should. Like I use Mida a lot, and I can tell you now, it don't shoot as fast as Mida, but the time to kill is close to Mida or even faster with some of the damage. Put it like this: if you kill something, if you're shooting something with a weaker weapon and it just shoot faster, it's gonna feel, you know, fast, but when you just one shot something or two shot something, it feels so much faster. Now, I didn't really get a comparison clip about this, but just take my word for it. This gun, I feel, can compete with the Mida in PvE and probably PvP if you in the right situation. I know that this gun not gonna be for everybody, but it's gonna be for those defensive players. And when I'm on, I'm actually using Striker right now. I forgot to switch. When I'm using on PvE, I'm usually a Void class Titan, and that's the most defensive to me. And I usually stay in the back and just pick off enemies. Like I said, I actually play this gun like I do in Crucible. Stay at the back, support the team. You pretty much doing the same thing, the same way, because it's the same gun. You're not gonna really try to change up what you're doing if it works. From here, I was just testing out and seeing all the perks and damage. See, they had a damage boost because this is the damage test here, and I just decided to go with the naked gun, you know, fresh default. I went to Leviathan because that's gonna be where the highest of the highest I can think of, you know, enemy is gonna be. And I decided to just shoot the enemies in the head from a distance. It takes 9 headshots or crit shots to kill the enemy. 3 will take off 1 bar of the enemy's health, which means 9 gonna take the whole bar from around this distance. Not this enemy here. It's gonna be around mid-range, where you like this range here. This is the perfect range. I actually ran out of ammo, so I just died. Now from here, I actually went all the way at the back of the Leviathan, and I was aiming at the head or the crit shots, and just to see how much it would take for 1 bar. Now, shooting all the way from this range, it took 4 shots to take off 1 bar, and there's 3 bars of these enemies' health, which means it's going to take 12 crit shots from this range to kill them. Now from here, I just decided to go in guns blazing just to see, you know, because in Leviathan, the enemies everywhere, they all on you, they're suppressing you. I just want to see how it would stack up against, you know, in that situation. Here you can see I'm kind of stacking up. Good thing I'm a Titan. I got my health back, regeneration after that punch, and I'm just going closer to the enemies. You can see me running there. They're not shooting at me yet, so I just aiming at them just to see what they would do, and now they're shooting at me. Now when you get really close, well, I ain't gonna say really close, but in mid-range, it took 3 shots, which means 9 shots will kill them in crits. Now moving to the handling, which is ADS, you can see me here switching to all 3 of the different scopes and just gonna start aiming down sights. If you really look closely, I know I was doing it all, you know, uneven, but the first box in the top left is actually the fastest if you really pay attention, and it has the most handling, so of course it would be the most fastest. Now here for the movement, since this weapon has this perk called movement target, where you move faster when aiming down sights, I just decided to go and put this against the test against my nameless Midnight. We're gonna start here and hit a finish line on the other side of the road, and I aimed at one legion's head and I just moved to the side, and I honestly really don't see that much of a difference. Now I decided to do it again, and by the pinch of a hair, that does not compute 1, but like I said in the last part, I don't know if it has something to do with my movement speed, because my movement speed is very slow. As you guys see, it's just a 4. Now guys, it's time to see if I would delete or keep the gun. To me, it's all about personal preference and how you play the game, but I'ma keep it. I feel like this gun is very good if you know how to use it and master it, and I'm all about mastering new guns since there's so many metas in the Crucible right now. So I'm actually going to keep this gun and see how it stacks up or go against, like, I don't know, Mida. I won against Midas before, and or you know, Nameless Midnight. Here's a few shaders just to see how it would look. But if you have come across this gun, I would not delete it yet. I would actually just give it a try, level it up. Mine was on 299 while making this video. I'm a 301 light in this video, even though I'm a 305 max. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you on the next one.